Talk 14. An old man came and sat in the hall. Maharashi was reading Sarma's Sanskrit recension of Arunachal Aksharam Manamalai, the first of the 5 hymns to Arunachal. The man asked softly, "It is said that realization is beyond expression, and expression always fails to describe the realization. How is it?" Maharashi. The point has been mentioned in Arunachal Astakam, verse 3, where it is admitted that although the expression of realization is impossible, still its existence is indicated. Soon after, there were visible signs of emotion in the man. His breath was deep and hard, and he fell on the floor, prostrating humbly, and got up only after 1 or 2 minutes, remaining calm a brief while he left the place. Evidently, the man had some illumination. He sought confirmation from Maharashi, who responded fittingly. He found confirmation and humbly and feelingly acknowledged the divine intercession on his behalf. Talk 15. A question was asked about the Upanishadic passage. The Supreme Spirit is subtler than the subtlest and larger than the largest. Maharashi. Even the structure of the atom has been found by the mind. Therefore, the mind is subtler than the atom. That which is behind the mind, namely the individual soul, is subtler than the mind. Further, the Tamil saint Manik Avan Chagar has said of the specks dancing in a beam of sunlight that if each represents a universe, the whole sunlight will represent the Supreme Being. 19th January 1935. Talk 16. Mr. Douglas Ansley, Mr. Grant Duff, an aristocratic English gentleman, 70 years old, nephew of a former governor of Madras, an author and poet formerly attached to the British legation in Athens, Paris, and The Hague, had come to Madras as a guest of Government House. He came to see Maharashi with a letter of introduction from Paul Brunton. Next day he returned and remained a little less than an hour in the hall. On both days, practically no words were exchanged, only gaze meeting gaze. His habits are abstemious. He remains without food of any kind till 1 p.m. and then lunches. He is said to have coffee and biscuits in the evening and retires without any further food. He has been a bachelor all along, walks a few miles a day on an empty stomach. He speaks little and is very graceful in his movements. His voice is low and soft, and his words appear to come from the heart. He has friends, among whom might be counted the late Sir John Woodroffe, Sir Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, and Professor Thomas, Sanskrit professor in Oxford University. He expressed a desire to hear the Vedas. On Monday, a letter arrived from Riga, and the questions therein happened to coincide with the questions the European visitor had asked relating to the existence of departed souls and how best to serve them. The reply sent to Riga was read out to him. Tamil songs from Maharashi's Truth Revealed and the Vedas were repeated in his presence. He considered the recitations magnificent. He came the next afternoon and, to the wonder of others, had an experience on the previous night which he repeated to Maharashi. It was that he had seen something like an electric light within himself in the heart center on the right side, and he added further that he had seen the sun shining within. Maharishi smiled a little and then had a translation of Atma Vidya.